Hello, my name is Rick Lesser. I'm an attorney in Lake Forest, Illinois, and I have the great honor and pleasure this year of serving as the Lake County Bar Foundation President. The Lake County Bar Foundation is an organization that's actually been around since 1960. The Bar Foundation is an arm, really the charitable arm, of the Lake County Bar Association. The Lake County Bar Association is a great and long-term organization, actually since 1912, almost 100 years, has been serving people of Lake County, particularly the need for people for legal services. Now, the foundation is a 501c3 company, not-for-profit corporation, and what the foundation was created in 1960, but for many years did not have a lot of funds and therefore was somewhat restricted in what it could do. But fortunately, thanks to a couple of our members in particular, Brian Wonka and Phil Bach, who were plaintiffs' lawyers in class action cases. And they found that at the end of the class action cases, quite often, the defendant had been made to pay over some money, and they'd sent out the notices and everybody in the class had been paid, but there was money left over afterwards. Well, you can't give the money back to the defendant who did the wrong. You don't just give it to the lawyers. No, people think that, but we don't. Instead, what the court does is the court uses a doctrine called cypre. Cypre is not a cousin of mine. It's actually, it means C-Y. And it means the next closest thing. They try to find a charity that is close. And so, beginning a couple of years ago, they began, these two class action lawyers began suggesting that the judges award part of the money to the Lake County Bar Foundation. Well, lo and behold, we now have about $200,000. That's a great thing. Now, of course, we could pretty quickly donate the $200,000 for a variety of causes, and it would be gone like that. Rather, what we've decided to do is to create an ongoing permanent source of funding for a variety of different needs in the community. In particular, what the foundation, the Lake County Bar Foundation, focuses on are the needs of people who are in the dawn, in the twilight, and in the dusk of life. In particular, the young, the elderly, the disabled, the abused, people who need a legal advocate but are unable to afford that or provide that for themselves. And of course, in our society in Lake County today, there are a lot of people who fall under that banner. This year in particular, we've decided and are trying to benefit three particular organizations. One is Teen Court, the other is Prairie State Legal Services, and the third is the Supervised Visitation Center. These three, and these are my three guests today, are all excellent examples of the kind of need that exists in our county today and which we are trying to meet. Most importantly, in November, we're going to have a big gala event, a nice dinner at Exmoor Country Club. Here we are, we're filming this in beautiful Highland Park, Illinois. We're going to have the dinner at Exmoor Country Club, where we're going to hopefully raise enough funds to provide for the needs that we're going to learn about in this program today. Our